I filmed this video yesterday and I kind of just winged it, and when I went to sit down and edit it today, I just felt like there was a lot that was left unsaid, a lot that I was cutting out, and so I thought, you know what, let's just refilm this, but instead of winging it, let's write down some points, because right now I've got some serious mom brain. Like, my thoughts are everywhere all at once and I can't think in a straight line, and so in order for this video to make sense, I wrote down a lot of talking points, so hopefully this goes better. I feel like there is so much that has been going on that I haven't talked about, that I have been meaning to share, but I just haven't felt that the timing was right, or I didn't know how exactly to say it or what I wanted to say, and so I feel like now we're finally at a point where I can share some of this stuff. So I'm gonna be snuggling Annie, I'm gonna be sipping some coffee, and just chatting about changes that are coming, what's going on in our lives, how I'm doing. Just a very casual sit down video. So if you have some laundry to fold, go ahead and grab that. Make yourself a coffee, grab a snack, and let's just sit and chat. Let's start off with some lighthearted things, some exciting stuff that's going on in our lives. Let's chat renovations, because there's a lot of stuff that's happening in the near future. We've got lots of exciting plans. Well, first of all, remember like 3, 4, maybe 5 months ago when I talked about this bedroom and how we planned to do a bedroom makeover and how we were hoping to have it done before Annabeth was born, and how I was trying to keep the makeover a secret until I was able to share the makeover video online. Well, clearly I've given up on that, because we got pretty much everything done except for a few small details, but I never actually got around to sitting down and editing the footage and finishing up those small details. So there is still a bedroom makeover video coming out sometime soon, hopefully. I mean, this room has come a long way. When we first moved in, it was painted blue, like bright bold blue, and the ceiling was a different shade of blue, and our ensuite was this dark burgundy purplish color with pink linoleum. Like, it's come a long way. We've managed to change this room up completely without doing too much to it, so I'm very excited for that video. But last week we got news that on Monday next week our bathroom renovation is finally starting. It was supposed to happen last winter already. It didn't happen. Our contractor just wasn't able to do it, and it was a very understandable situation, and so we just kind of put it off. We thought maybe we would try and do the work ourselves, but there's parts of that makeover that we aren't, I don't think we're even able to do. Like, we need to hire part of it out legally. We also just don't really know how to do parts of it. So we ended up finding someone else who is able to take over that job and who is starting next week in a few days. And it sounds like it should hopefully be done around Christmas time, hopefully before Christmas. And it should go pretty quickly because we do plan on helping out a little bit, and we have everything lined up. And we have had a tub, a sink, a vanity, all the bits and pieces for this bathroom purchased and just like sitting in our basement waiting for the day that it gets to be used. So we're ready to go. It should go pretty quickly and we're just so excited about it. A little bit nervous to get back into renovation mode, honestly, because we've taken a break for quite some time. Even this bedroom makeover was very minor compared to some of the renovations we've done in the past and ones that we plan to do. Like, this bathroom makeover is going to be huge. It's a full gut job. So I'm a little bit nervous to get back into that again and to have parts of my home that are not in working order and to have parts of my home that are dusty and dirty. That's the big renovation plan for this winter. We are hoping next winter to tackle the laundry room / mud room. That will be another huge project. Alongside this big bathroom project, we are also hoping to do a smaller project in the basement. In like 5 or 10 years, the plan is to fully gut the basement and to frame in more bedrooms. And to make the windows bigger, to make it like a legal bedroom and all of that. But that's a huge project that is not going to happen for quite some time. And so in the meantime, we want to make that room just feel a lot more cozy and welcoming. We want it to function better for what we need it for right now. As it is, we don't spend a lot of time down there. And that's because it's is just not very cozy. It's not a place I really want to spend time in. It's mostly used for storage, really. But we want to make it function for us better. We also really need to replace that carpet because it smells like cat pee. I think the previous owners had cats and I'm pretty sure they peed down there and it just stinks and it needs to be taken care of. And so that's the big thing that we need to do. Aside from that, we have other plans to just make that space nicer. And so we're really excited for that project as well. Whenever this girl starts sleeping through the night and is sleeping in her own room, the nursery is going to turn into a girl's room. Eloise is going to move in with her, and then Theo and William are going to have their own rooms. We're going to have a girl's room and a boy's room, and then those bedrooms are going to get their own makeover. And that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for that too. We kind of put these house projects off during the summer because we want to be outside, we want to take care of some landscaping and some yard work. Also, we had a baby this summer, so we were preoccupied. But now that there is snow on the ground, the temperatures have dipped down below 0, it is time to hunker down and do some house stuff. Now moving on to something that's been on my heart and mind, the meat and potatoes of this video, if you will. After having our babies, we sit in this newborn bliss for the first, 6 weeks when they're really little and we're just soaking them in. We set a lot of our duties aside and we just kind of rest and relax and enjoy that time, and it's beautiful and it's so memorable. And then around 6 to 8 weeks, when they get out of that newborn stage, we're starting to feel that itch to get back into a routine and get back into the swing of things again. It's in that stage postpartum that I struggle with the most. It's not the newborn stage. It's not the sleepless nights, it's not recovery postpartum, it's this. Naturally, I want to default to my old schedule and my old way of doing things. That's what comes naturally to me, but I soon realized that it's just not feasible right now because I've got another human to take care of and I'm just needed more. I often feel like I'm just drowning with all the duties that are on my shoulders and everything that is required of me. I'm very stressed and I'm just not my best self. Anyway, that's where I am right now. I'm in that hard part postpartum. In the past, I've just kind of struggled through this part postpartum and I've just kind of made it work. But shortly after Annie was born, the Lord just really started tugging at my heart. This time something has to give. I can't just keep wearing all these hats and pretending like everything is fine and everything is good. I'm still doing fine. I'm still good. I haven't hit that low point, but it is clear that something's got to change before I do hit that low point. I just need to let some things go so that I can be a better wife, a better mother, a better friend. With that being said, Zach and I have made the decision that I'm going to be stepping down for a little while. Is this long-term, short-term? I'm not really sure. I don't even know exactly what that's going to look like as a whole, but there are some things that we do know for sure. First of all, we are going down to 1 video a week. I'm not stepping away completely. 1 video a week feels very doable for me. Secondly, I will be taking on less brand deals. I don't want all of my videos to be sponsored, so less content means less brand deals. And thirdly, this is a big one, no more vlogs. When I first started YouTube 6.5 years ago, I was mostly just filming vlogs. And I started this for my own sake, to have these memories to look back on in the future. I'm a very sentimental person and I love photos and videos for that reason. I'm so grateful that my parents have home videos of me and my siblings and our family growing up. It's so fun to look back on and to have those memories. That's the entire reason that I started my YouTube channel. Over the years, my following grew and many of you have enjoyed sharing those memories alongside us, and that was great for a while. Now, the internet was a lot different 6.5 years ago, and as the internet changes, I need to change along with it. Because of this, 2 years ago, I started sharing a lot less of our personal, private life. There were certain boundaries that I set up, and progressively there's been more and more boundaries, and I've been sharing less and less of our personal life here. Like, we have a whole personal, private life outside of YouTube, outside of the internet, that no one knows about except for our friends and family. There's so much that happens in our life that I I don't share here and that I never will. Now the time has come that Zach and I both feel like it's really time to start pulling back. And that's the biggest reason behind our decision. And not only that, but it was just starting to feel like such a burden. I didn't want to drag a camera with me everywhere I went. It almost felt like I needed to put on a show for the camera, and I felt like I was just pushing my family away. Like every time I needed to talk to the camera, I was shushing them, or like, you know, telling them to go somewhere else for a minute, or just, you know, pushing them away. It became very clear that my priorities needed to be reevaluated. But when you live your life for a certain way for so long, it becomes so ingrained into you. It's hard to explain. But I felt like I had to completely rewire my brain. I felt like I had to completely rethink how I live my life. Like every part of my day to day, I needed to rethink, because everything that I did in a way revolved around my job. And I don't know why I do this, but I held myself up to this high unachievable standard that's just, I just can't reach that anymore. But I kept trying to, because it was so ingrained into me. The truth is, I'm just so burnt out, and I've been burnt out for a long time. And it's just time to change things up, to freshen things up for myself, and also just to make things work for us. And so with a lot of prayer and a lot of conversations with my husband, we've come up with a new game plan. And you've probably noticed a little bit of a switch in my content lately, and it's been so refreshing. I actually get excited to film videos now and to sit down and edit those videos now. I had just been getting into a rut, and I've been doing the same thing for so long. It didn't feel exciting anymore. And so now that I'm switching things up, I'm getting excited about it again. I was so excited to be filming and sharing differently in a way that's not going to interfere or interrupt our personal private life anymore. Okay, camera just turned off. So instead of vlogs, you can expect to see lots of different content like cooking, cleaning, homemaking, homeschool, thrift with me content, sit down videos kind of like this one. Also be doing Q&As and the odd video with Zach. And I'm always open to new video suggestions from you guys too. I'm brainstorming ways to switch up my Instagram content too, and I'm so excited about the change. It's so refreshing. And honestly, it's been a long time coming. And I know I don't need to justify myself or explain myself. I don't owe anyone that, but I know a lot of questions will be coming in, and I didn't want to just suddenly make all these changes and not explain myself. I want to explain myself to a certain degree. There's a lot of reasons behind these decisions that I will not get into, but in a nutshell, this is what's happening and this is why. I'm stepping back and I'm putting everything in the Lord's hands, and I'm really excited to see where He takes this. Zach and I have been having conversations about different avenues to pursue, maybe some different business opportunities. And I don't know what the future holds, but I am excited to see where the Lord takes us. And through this all, it's been so cool just seeing the Lord working through this. For example, since having this conversation with Zach a few weeks ago, a number of brand deals that I had lined up got canceled, and like they're not happening anymore. And while YouTube is more than just an income, it is an income. And so having less brand deals means less income. And with me stepping down, like doing less videos means less income. But as we've been working towards this, as I've been working less, Zach's work has been totally picking up. And his work comes and goes in waves, but it's just so cool to see how the Lord has just been providing. And He's been providing for us throughout our entire married life. There was a time years ago when Zach wasn't able to do his job anymore. When his income decreased, my income increased. And now that I'm not able to do my job as much anymore and my income is decreasing, his is increasing. Like, God is just so cool in the way that He works, and we don't have to worry because He always comes through. God is so faithful and He cares for His children. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. That's how I'm doing right now. That's where our lives are at right now. And these are some of the changes that you will be seeing and that you can expect. And I am just so excited about it. I hope you're excited about it too. I know for lots of you longtime followers, the vlogs will be missed. And I don't know if this is going to be something that's long term. Maybe in the future, vlogs are something that's going to pick up again. I don't know. But right now, these are the changes that we know we need to make, and we are so excited about it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all of your love and encouragement and support over the years. I don't know if you realize how much you have touched our lives in the last 6.5 years, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for your continued encouragement and support and love. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in next week's video.